Oh, it says meeting is now streaming live on YouTube.
Good. Let me go find that.
Yeah, it says, I got a message saying that there's a, that is
You
streaming.
are, I see you. I see you on YouTube.
Okay.
So it shows up on YouTube. Brian's, yeah, we're on YouTube. We're on YouTube.
Okay. So then you need to make me co-host or something so I can share my screen. And since we're streaming, I didn't want to be seen
Okay.
right now.
Okay, Venerable Lama. Are you, wow. Okay. That's fine. When we start, I might have to, I was hearing both the live Zoom and the streaming on YouTube, and I don't know how to stop that without then losing you on this computer. Okay, I think what I just do is,
I guess most people don't know that we're Zooming.
no, but they'll show up. I'm going to, I just have to just keep messing around for a little while to make sure that are we still streaming? Can you see? I had to close that window because I was hearing it in two places.
Still says live on YouTube. I'll see if, let me go look. Oh, you see my picture.
Okay, I need to get to.
Uh-oh.
What?
Down, I look weird. Two watching now.
Okay.
Go look.
Okay, Lamala,
Yes.
I think you're going to need to, let me just make sure that, okay, it's live now. It is streaming. I think you're going, oh, it looks like it's live in two places. That's okay. You're going to need to, oh, I don't see it moving now. Oh, wait, let me get into it.
Oh.
You're going to need to maybe not have it have YouTube streaming on your computer because we're hearing the sound from the YouTube as well as the sound from the Zoom, and it makes it crazy. do you have a shared screen going?
No, I have a PC and a laptop.
No, do you have a shared, you don't have a shared screen going, do you? I can't get back to, oh, did I share a screen? No, I didn't. I don't want to have a screen. Okay. All right, I've got my screen working a little better now. And I need to make you the host. So okay, you're the host now.
Thank you.
And I've got it going. We are live on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. And I've got it on my other computer, but it's muted there. So I can check that it's working, but we don't get the sound back up on us. And I've got it going. We are live on YouTube. That's okay. It's a learning process.
I thought you wanted me to check to see whether we were live or not.
We're live. Okay, I'm going to mute myself.
Okay.
And we'll just sit here and wait until.
Well, if nobody joins, then I don't need to show any text.
I'll watch that on YouTube. Let me see. What I need to see on YouTube is if it's anybody's chatting. Because that's how everybody's been joining. They've been joining on YouTube. And they'll still join on YouTube tonight. But then maybe when they see that we're streaming, that we're doing it on Zoom, maybe some people will.
So Donna,
Yeah.
I show any texts. Can the people who stream see the texts?
They should be able to. Why don't you show a text right now and we'll see. It'll take a minute. There's quite a delay between.
Yes.
It'll be a minute or two before I can tell on YouTube if it's showing up, but. I see it.
That's quite a delay.
Oh, well, but see, if people are watching only in Zoom, I will mute me. You just go ahead. I mean, the people who are watching on YouTube, they'll be fine because they will see it and they will hear you. Why don't you go ahead and start reading it. Read a little bit of it. And I will mute myself in Zoom and watch it in YouTube, and we'll see how that goes.
Oh, you want me to just read a line or?
You just start reading a line and give me a second here. I need to mute myself.
It's 7 o'clock. So, oh, sorry. I and all reincarnating beings equal to the vastness of space. Okay. All right. So 7 o'clock, so I'm going to get started now. Welcome to the Lamrim practice night at the Kadampa Center. My name is Lamo, and I will be leading the practice tonight on behalf of the Kadampa Center. I'd like to thank the Kadampa Center for giving us this opportunity to broadcast this. And it is not only streaming on YouTube, but it is also available on Zoom if you'd like to Zoom the meeting with us. If you do, you'll be able to see the texts online. You won't have to just listen or have to search for the text in various textbooks.
Venerable Lama, they'll be able to see the text on YouTube.
Oh.
And if they come on Zoom, you'll need to mute either Zoom or YouTube. If you have both of them on, it'll get crazy. So you need to have one of them muted, or just watch on YouTube, or just watch on Zoom.
Right, I'm not watching on YouTube.
Okay, I'm muting. No, I'm talking to the people who are, we do have people who are here watching on YouTube. Thanks everybody for your patience with us. We're figuring it out. So you can share the screen, Lamala.
Okay. So
all right, I'm muting.
First, I'd like to set our motivation again by doing these practices, the Lamrim practice tonight, to follow our Guru's advice. May the pure and complete teachings of Lama Tsongkhapa remain forever. In all our lives, may we meet, understand without resistance.
For your patience with us, we're figuring it out. Venerable Lama, Venerable Lama, do you still have YouTube open?
No. No.
Okay, it's showing up on my computer. Hang on this other computer. I apologize, everybody. Okay, go ahead and continue.
You want me to make you host?
No, go ahead.
All right. Okay, in all our lives, may we meet, understand without resistance, remember without resistance, and realize without resistance the pure and complete teachings of Lama Tsongkhapa, taught by perfectly qualified Mahayana virtuous friends and spiritual guides, and also to wipe out all of the sufferings, pain, and complications related to the coronavirus. And may the causes, conditions for the virus never occur again. Okay, so today's text will be focusing on the confessions of a 35 confession Buddhists. and also the foundation of all good qualities. Those are the two texts that we'll be working on tonight. So first, before we start on the Lama Tsongkhapa Guru Yoga, which is in the Silver Prayer Book, and I'm not going to tell you the page numbers because apparently there are different page numbers for different editions. So the ones that I may have been telling you may not work for everyone. So I believe it's the first teaching in the Silver Prayer Book. So as a background again, this practice called the Yoga of the Hundreds of Deities of Tushida, or Ganden Lagema, and it is a teaching that Geshe Gelek offered to the nuns personally at his home in 2012. And this teaching, Geshe received from Choden Rinpoche, and Choden Rinpoche received it from His Holiness, and it's based on a text written by Dumnagpa Palden, a disciple of the first Dalai Lama, and it was orally transmitted from Lama Tsongkhapa to his disciples, and then from his disciples to their disciples, and so on. So, and then Pabamka Rinpoche and Geshe said that that there's now that by doing this Lama Tsongkhapa Guru Yoga practice, one can meet Lama Tsongkhapa's teachings from life to life. Okay. So first, I'd like to set up a refuge field as I have previously. So in the space directly in front of you, at the level of your eyebrows, and at the distance of a full-length prostration on a broad and high throne made of precious substances, supported by 8 great lions, upon a variegated lotus, moon, and sun mandala seat, sits the essence of your own root guru in the aspect of a conqueror, Buddha Shakyamuni. His body is clad in robes with a saffron hue. He is adorned with major and minor marks, which possess the nature of clear light. He is seated with his legs in the Vajra posture within a mass of light radiating from his body. So on top of these cushions sits your root guru in the aspect of Buddha Shakyamuni. The light emits from his heart to the right, left, front, and back. To the right is the lineage of method view or extensive conduct, such as Lord Maitreya, Master Shantideva, and Arya Sangha. To the left is the lineage of profound view, such as Lord Manjushri and Nagarjuna. And behind is the lineage of is Vajradhara, surrounded by the lineage of blessed practice, such as Lama Atisha. And then below are the deities of the 4 classes of Tantra, Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Dakas, and Dakinis, and Dharma protectors on terraces of lotus petals. In front of each of the objects of the merit field, on fine tables, are the scriptures and teachings that they have written in the nature of light. And because we're doing this Guru Yoga practice, the merit field beings are very pleased with us. Now, there are 2 causes for going to refuge genuinely and effectively, and I've mentioned those 2 before. And so now we want to visualize the actually location where you are. So you're in your home or wherever, your office, and so you're not alone. Just imagine that all the beings, those 6 realms, are, including yourself, have been suffering for since beginningless time. And just imagine that on your right is your father of this life, representing all the male reincarnating beings. And to your left is your mother of this life, representing all the female reincarnating beings. And in front are your enemies and various beings such as bardo beings. Behind you are the your circle of loved ones, your family, for example. And in front are your enemies, as I said, your bardo beings. Okay. So now all of these beings, whatever they are, for example, they're hell beings or so forth. They are on bardo beings. They are all in the aspect of human form. And this human form, as Geshe says, is very hard to find. It's a crucial time. This form, we have the ability to liberate ourselves. We won't have this opportunity again. So we take heartfelt refuge in the 3 jewels. And so now we're going to say the actual refuge prayer. And then you visualize that all these sentient beings are reciting loudly with you, and you are leading them. As if you're leading them from bondage and samsara. You're leading them as the chant master. So I'm going to share the screen. Oops, let's see, not that one. Okay, let's see. There it is. Okay, so please, we'll say this together. I and all reincarnating beings, equal to the vastness of space, from now until we reach enlightenment, go for refuge to the glorious and immaculate gurus. Go for refuge to the glorious and immaculate gurus. Go for refuge to the glorious and immaculate gurus. Go for refuge to the perfect Bhagawan Buddhas. Go for refuge to the perfect Bhagawan Buddhas. Go for refuge to the perfect Bhagawan Buddhas. Go for refuge to the Immaculate Dharma. Go for refuge to the Immaculate Dharma. Go for refuge to the Immaculate Dharma. Go for refuge to the Arya Sangha. Go for refuge to the Arya Sangha. Go for refuge to the Arya Sangha. Now to just pause, and then we'll start using the silver prayer book. So a stream of 5-colored nectar flows from the objects of refuge and enter our bodies, purifying all the massive fault produced in relationship with them, and all their blessings enter our mind stream. Okay, and now we will read the Refuge and Bodhichitta prayer. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened, to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By my practice of giving and other perfections, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened, to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By my practice of giving and other perfections, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened, to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By my practice of giving and other perfections, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. So replica of the Lama, inseparable from Shakyamuni Buddha, dissolves into your crown, and instantly you are enlightened. And then from your body, numerous replicas of the Lama in the form of light facing toward the refuge field go out and enter the crown of all sentient beings due to the power of your bodhicitta intention. The light purifies all the beings, and instantly you're enlightened. And so now you can rejoice because you have established all beings in the state of Buddhahood and accomplished the deeds of the Buddha. So you can rejoice in that. Okay, and now let's read the meditation on the 4 immeasurable thoughts. How wonderful it would be if all sentient beings were to abide in equanimity, free of hatred and attachment, not holding some close and others distant. May they abide in equanimity. I myself will cause them to abide in equanimity. Please, Guru Deity, bless me to be able to do this. How wonderful it would be if all sentient beings had happiness in the cause of happiness. May they have happiness in its cause. I myself will cause them to have happiness in its cause. Please, Guru Deity, bless me to be able to do this. How wonderful it would be if all sentient beings were free of suffering in its cause. May they be free of suffering in its cause. I myself will cause them to be free from suffering in its cause. Please, Guru Deity, bless me to be able to do this. How wonderful it would be if all sentient beings were never separated from the happiness of higher rebirth and liberation. May they never be separated from these. I myself will cause them never to be separated from these. Please, Guru Deity, bless me to be able to do this. For the sake of all mother sentient beings, I shall quickly and more quickly actualize the Guru Deity's primordial state of Buddhahood in this very lifetime. I shall liberate all mother sentient beings from suffering and lead them to the great bliss of Buddhahood. For this purpose, I'm going to practice the profound path of Guru Deity Yoga. For the sake of all mother sentient beings, I shall quickly and more quickly actualize the Guru Deity's primordial state of Buddhahood in this very lifetime. I shall liberate all mother sentient beings from suffering and lead them to the great bliss of Buddhahood. For this purpose, I'm going to practice the profound path of Guru Deity Yoga. For the sake of all mother sentient beings, I shall quickly and more quickly actualize the Guru Deity's primordial state of Buddhahood in this very lifetime. I shall liberate all mother sentient beings from suffering and lead them to the great bliss of Buddhahood. For this purpose, I'm going to practice the profound path of Guru Deity Yoga. And now if you'll just pause and just listen as I read the dissolution of the Refuge Field. The 5 sets of lamas and lion throne dissolve like clouds into Shakyamuni Buddha. Shakyamuni Buddha symbolizes the sky. Shakyamuni Buddha dissolves into the space between your eyebrows at the opening of the central channel. You receive all their blessings. Now the Refuge and Bodhichitta prayer practice is completed. Okay, now before we go on to the actual Guru Yoga meditation related to Lama Tsongkhapa, which is in the Silver Prayer Book and also on the screen. I'd like to read something about the merit field. Okay? The vast space of indivisible bliss and void, amidst billowing clouds of Samantabhadra offerings, at the crest of a wish-granting tree adorned with leaves, flowers, and fruit, is a lion throne ablaze with precious gems, on which is a lotus sun and full moon. There sits my root guru, kind in all 3 ways. In nature, all Buddhas, an aspect of saffron robed monk, with 1 face, 2 arms, and a radiant white smile. Right hand at the gesture of expounding the Dharma, left in meditative pose, holding an alms bowl full of nectar. You wear 3 lustrous saffron robes, and your head is crowned by a golden painted sack. He holds at his heart stems of the Utpala flowers of love and compassion to his right and left ear, supporting a sword severing the snare of ignorance, and a text proclaiming the perfect, pure path. So Lama Tsongkhapa is wearing robes, which symbolize he is living in pure and complete ethics. His legs are in the Vajra position. His aspect is Lama Tsongkhapa. His entity is your Lama. The Lama is the nature of all Buddhas. He wears the golden pandit's hat, and it's pure gold, which symbolizes that the meaning of the teachings should be settled through the 3 types of valid analysis, which is like burning, cutting, and rubbing gold. The tip of his hat is pointed to represent the best view of emptiness. So to his right sits his heart disciple Gyaltsen Rinpoche on a lower throne, and also on a lower throne, but to his left is Kedrup Rinpoche. All three are adorned with enlightened qualities. They appear happy because you're going to do Lama Tsongkhapa's Guru Yoga. So here we are inviting Lama Tsongkhapa and his two heart disciples to descend from the Tushita realm. Okay? And so now we start with the invocation. Oops. Okay. All right, the first stanza, invocation. You who emanate from the heart of the Savior of the 100 Devas, joyful realm, on the peak of a cloud, water holder resembling clumps of extremely fresh white curd, the King of Dharma, omniscient Losangdrapa, with your sons, I request you to come to this place. Now I like to pause a minute again. So we mentioned the 100 Devas joyful realm. So that's just a figure of speech. It symbolizes number. There are many more Devas. And so just imagine Maitreya's universal compassion at the center of his heart appears like a cloud. So Maitreya is in Tushita. He is the Buddha in Tushita who teaches there. And to his, he has Lama Tisha and Lama Tsongkhapa on his left and right. So just imagine that in the joyful realm Tushita, there's Maitreya, and then in his heart is the compassion like a cloud, and it's white, clear, and bright like fresh white curd. And the cloud moves from Maitreya's heart to the center of the merit field and dissolves into the throne of Lama Tsongkhapa in the aspect of your root guru and his two chief disciples, Gyaltsen Rinpoche and Kedrup Rinpoche, and visualize that you are seeing Lama Tsongkhapa and his two sons in Tushita realm. They are inseparable from all lamas, deities, enlightened beings, and bodhisattvas in the 10 directions. So you invite them to come and they dissolve into the merit field. So now let's continue requesting to have a stable life. In the sky before me on a line throne, lotus and moon disk, the perfect pure Lama smiles with delight. Supreme, filled with the merit of mind's devotion, I beg you to abide for 100 eons to increase the teachings. Your holy mind understands the full extent of objects to me known. Your eloquent speech is the ear ornament of the fortunate ones. Your holy body is glowing and glorious with fame. To you who is meaningful to see, hear, and remember, I prostrate. Beautiful drinking water, various strange flowers, fragrant incense, light, scented water, and so forth, actually performed and mentally transformed oceans of clouds of offerings, I offer to you the supreme field of merit. Whatever non-virtues of body, speech, and mind, and especially actions opposite to the 3 vows that I have created from beginningless time, from the bottom of my heart, I regret and fervently confess them all individually. Okay, so today, let's see. We are going to read the prostration to the 35 confession Buddhas, and it is available on the Silver Prayer Book, but it's also here on the screen. So we will read each of the Buddhas 3 times. To Guru, founder, Bhagavan Tathagata, Arhat, perfectly completed Buddha, glorious conquer Shakyamuni Buddha, I prostrate. To Guru, founder, Bhagavan Tathagata, Arhat, perfectly completed Buddha, glorious conquer Shakyamuni Buddha, I prostrate. To Guru, founder, Bhagavan Tathagata, Arhat, perfectly completed Buddha, glorious conquer Shakyamuni Buddha, I prostrate. To Tathagata, thoroughly destroying the Vajra essence, I prostrate. To Tathagata, thoroughly destroying the Vajra essence, I prostrate. To Tathagata, thoroughly destroying the Vajra essence, I prostrate. To Tathagata, radiant jewel, I prostrate. To Tathagata, radiant jewel, I prostrate. To Tathagata, radiant jewel, I prostrate. To Tathagata, King, Lord of the Nagas, I prostrate. To Tathagata, King, Lord of the Nagas, I prostrate. To Tathagata, Lord, King, Lord of the Nagas, I prostrate. To Tathagata, army of heroes, I prostrate. To Tathagata, army of heroes, I prostrate. To Tathagata, army of heroes, I prostrate. To Tathagata, delighted hero, I prostrate. To Tathagata, delighted hero, I prostrate. To Tathagata, delighted hero, I prostrate. To Tathagata, jewel fire, I prostrate. To Tathagata, jewel fire, I prostrate. To Tathagata, jewel fire, I prostrate. To Tathagata, jewel moonlight, I prostrate. To Tathagata, jewel moonlight, I prostrate. To Tathagata, jewel moonlight, I prostrate. To Tathagata, meaningful to see, I prostrate. To Tathagata, meaningful to see, I prostrate. To Tathagata, meaningful to see, I prostrate. To Tathagata, jewel moon, I prostrate. To Tathagata, jewel moon, I prostrate. To Tathagata, jewel moon, I prostrate. To Tathagata, stainless one, I prostrate. To Tathagata, stainless one, I prostrate. To Tathagata, stainless one, I prostrate. To Tathagata, bestowed with courage, I prostrate. To Tathagata, bestowed with courage, I prostrate. To Tathagata, bestowed with courage, I prostrate. To Tathagata, pure one, I prostrate. To Tathagata, pure one, I prostrate. To Tathagata, pure one, I prostrate. To Tathagata, bestowed with purity, I prostrate. To Tathagata, bestowed with purity, I prostrate. To Tathagata, bestowed with purity, I prostrate. To Tathagata, water god, I prostrate. To Tathagata, water god, I prostrate. To Tathagata, water god, I prostrate. To Tathagata, deity, the water god, I prostrate. To Tathagata, deity, the water god, I prostrate. To Tathagata, deity of the water, I prostrate. To Tathagata, glorious goodness, I prostrate. To Tathagata, glorious goodness, I prostrate. To Tathagata, glorious goodness, I prostrate. To Tathagata, glorious sandalwood, I prostrate. To Tathagata, glorious sandalwood, I prostrate. To Tathagata, glorious sandalwood, I prostrate. To Tathagata, infinite splendor, I prostrate. To Tathagata, infinite splendor, I prostrate. To Tathagata, infinite splendor, I prostrate. To Tathagata, glorious light, I prostrate. To Tathagata, glorious light, I prostrate. To Tathagata, glorious light, I prostrate. To Tathagata, sorrowless glory, I prostrate. To Tathagata, sorrowless glory, I prostrate. To Tathagata, sorrowless glory, I prostrate. To Tathagata, son of non-craving, I prostrate. To Tathagata, son of non-craving, I prostrate. To Tathagata, son of non-craving, I prostrate. To Tathagata, glorious flower, I prostrate. To Tathagata, glorious flower, I prostrate. To Tathagata, glorious flower, I prostrate. To Tathagata, pure light rays, clearly knowing my play, I prostrate. To Tathagata, pure light rays, clearly knowing my play, I prostrate. To Tathagata, pure light rays, clearly knowing my play, I prostrate. To Tathagata, lotus light rays, clearly knowing my play, I prostrate. To Tathagata, lotus light rays, clearly knowing my play, I prostrate. To Tathagata, lotus light rays, clearly knowing my play, I prostrate. To Tathagata, glorious wealth, I prostrate. To Tathagata, glorious wealth, I prostrate. To Tathagata, glorious wealth, I prostrate. To Tathagata, glorious mindfulness, I prostrate. To Tathagata, glorious mindfulness, I prostrate. To Tathagata, glorious mindfulness, I prostrate. To Tathagata, glorious name, widely renowned, I prostrate. To Tathagata, glorious name, widely renowned, I prostrate. To Tathagata, glorious name, widely known, I prostrate. To Tathagata, king holding the victory banner, foremost power, I prostrate. To Tathagata, king holding the victory banner, foremost power, I prostrate. To Tathagata, king holding the victory banner of foremost power, I prostrate. To Tathagata, glorious one, totally subduing, I prostrate. To Tathagata, glorious one, totally subduing, I prostrate. To Tathagata, glorious one, totally subduing, I prostrate. To Tathagata, utterly victorious in battle, I prostrate. To Tathagata, utterly victorious in battle, I prostrate. To Tathagata, utterly victorious in battle, I prostrate. To Tathagata, glorious transcendence through subduing, I prostrate. To Tathagata, glorious transcendence through subduing, I prostrate. To Tathagata, glorious transcendence through subduing, I prostrate. To Tathagata, glorious manifestations illuminating all, I prostrate. To Tathagata, glorious manifestations illuminating all, I prostrate. To Tathagata, glorious manifestations illuminating all, I prostrate. To Tathagata, all subduing jewel lotus, I prostrate. To Tathagata, all subduing jewel lotus, I prostrate. To Tathagata, all subduing jewel lotus, I prostrate. To Tathagata, Arhat, perfectly completed Buddha, King of the Lord of Mountains, firmly seated on jewel and lotus, I prostrate. To Tathagata Arhat, perfectly completed Buddha, King of the Lord of Mountains, firmly seated on jewel and lotus, I prostrate. To Tathagata Arhat, perfectly completed Buddha, King of the Lord of Mountains, firmly seated on jewel and lotus, I prostrate. Now we're going back to the Silver Prayer Book, if you're following on that text, and we're going to read next sections. And this first one is rejoicing. In this time of the 5 degenerations, you strove from many listenings and realizations and made meaningful the perfect human rebirth by renouncing the 8 worldly concerns. And the Savior's extensive deeds, I rejoice sincerely from the depths of my heart. These holy, perfect, pure gurus, from billow clouds of compassion and wisdom in the sky of Dharmakaya, make rainfalls of profound and extensive teachings of whatever is suitable for the ears of sentient beings or the objects to be subdued. I dedicate whatever virtues I have ever collected for the benefit of the teachings of all sentient beings, and in particular for the essential teachings of Venerable Losang Drapa to shine forever. Okay, now the Mandala Offering. In English. This ground anointed with perfume, strewn with flowers, adorned with Mount Meru, the 4 continents, the sun and the moon. I imagine this is a Buddha field and offering. May all living beings enjoy this pure land. Due to the merits of having offered this mandala to Guru Laman Tsongkhapa, father and 2 sons, may I, my family members, and all sentient beings, without a delay of even 1 second, be able to meet the pure wisdom teachings of the victorious one, Laman Tsongkhapa, who was endowed with pure morality and the brave attitude, who does extensive deeds for all sentient beings, and who accomplished the yoga of the 2 stages, the essence of which is the transcendental wisdom of non-dual bliss and voidness. Idam Guru Rata Mandalakam Niryatayami. Okay, now we'll do the visualization. Three hollow white beams are emitted from the hearts of Laman Tsongkhapa and sons. The beams mix into one as they enter into your own crown. Milk-colored white nectar flows into you through the white beam tube and washes away all stains, sicknesses, spirit harm, defilements, and negative karma. Your own body becomes calm and clear like crystal. Okay, now the 9 life long prayer to, let's see, Laman Tsongkhapa. We'll say this 3 times. Vajradhara, Lord of Sages, source of all realizations. Avalokiteshvara, great treasure of objectless compassion. Manjushri, master of stainless wisdom. Vajrapani, historia of the entire host of Maras. Losang Drapa, crown jewel of sages of the land of snow. To you, Guru deity, embodying the 3 refuges, I make requests respectfully with my 3 doors. Please grant your blessings to liberate myself and others. Please bestow the supreme and common realizations. Vajradhara, Lord of Sages, source of all realizations. Avalokiteshvara, great treasure of objectless compassion. Manjushri, master of stainless wisdom. Vajrapani, destroyer of the entire host of Maras. Losang Drapa, crown jewel of sages of the land of snow. To you, Guru deity, embodying the 3 refuges, I make requests respectfully with my 3 doors. Please grant your blessings to liberate myself and others. Please bestow the supreme and common realizations. Vajradhara, Lord of Sages, source of all realizations. Avalokiteshvara, great treasure of objectless compassion. Manjushri, master of stainless wisdom. Vajrapani, destroyer of the entire host of Maras. Losang Drapa, crown jewel of sages of the land of snow. To you, Guru deity, embodying the 3 refuges, I make requests respectfully with my 3 doors. Please grant your blessings to liberate myself and others. Please bestow the supreme and common realizations. Okay, so now we are going to read the foundation of all good qualities. Okay, so I'm going to share that. Okay, let's see. So let's read this together. The foundation of all good qualities is the kind and perfect pure Guru. Correct devotion to him is the root of the path. By clearly seeing this and applying great effort, please bless me to rely upon him with great respect. Understanding that the precious freedom of this rebirth is found only once, is greatly meaningful and is difficult to find again. Please bless me to generate the mind that unceasingly day and night takes its essence. This life is as impermanent as a water bubble. Remember how quickly it decays and death comes. After death, just as a shadow follows the body, the results of black and white karma follow. Finding firm and definite conviction in this, please bless me always to be careful to abandon even the slightest negativities and accomplish all virtuous deeds. Seeking samsara pleasures the door to all suffering. They are uncertain and cannot be relied upon. Recognizing these shortcomings, please bless me to generate the strong wish for the bliss of liberation. Led by this pure thought, mindfulness, alertness, and great caution arise. The root of the teachings is keeping the pratimoksha vows. Please bless me to accomplish this essential practice. Just as I have fallen into the sea of samsara, so have all mother migratory beings. Please bless me to see this, train a supreme bodhichitta, and bear the responsibility of freeing migratory beings. Even if I merely develop bodhichitta, if I don't practice the 3 types of morality, I will not achieve enlightenment. With my clear recognition of this, please bless me to practice the bodhisattva vows with great energy. Once I have pacified distractions to wrong objects and correctly analyze the meaning of reality, please bless me to generate quickly within my mind stream unified path of calm abiding and special insight. Having become a pure vessel by training in the general path, please bless me to enter the holy gateway of the Fortune One, the supreme Vajra vehicle. At that time, the basis of accomplishing the 2 attainments is keeping pure vows in samaya. As I have become firmly convinced of this, please bless me to protect these vows and pledges like my life. Then, having realized the importance of the 2 stages, the essence of the Vajrayana, by practicing with great energy, never giving up the 4 sessions, please bless me to realize the teachings of the Holy Guru. Like that, may the Gurus who show the noble path and the spiritual friends who practice it have long lives. Please bless me to pacify completely all outer and inner hindrances. In all my lives, never separated from perfect Gurus, may I enjoy the magnificent Dharma. By completing the qualities and stages of the path, may I quickly attain the state of Vajradhara. Okay, so I'm going to stop. Okay, now if you have this text, or if you're following by text, it's in the Silver Prayer Book, the Guru entering the heart. Magnificent and precious root Guru, please abide on the lotus sun and moon seat at my heart. Guide me with your great kindness and grant me the realizations of your holy body, speech, and mind. Magnificent and precious root Guru, please abide on the lotus sun and moon seat at my heart. Guide me with your great kindness and grant me the general sublime realizations. Magnificent, precious root Guru, please abide on the lotus sun and moon seat at my heart. Guide me with your great kindness and please remain stable without separation from my body, speech, and mind until I attain enlightenment. Guru Lama Tsongkhapa enters into your heart and becomes one with your body, speech, and mind if you have received highest yoga tantra. Otherwise, Guru melts into light and absorbs into the center of your 2 eyebrows, thus blessing and transforming your body, speech, and mind. Okay, and now the dedication. Let's see. All right. I think this is it. Okay. May I continue my life in pure moral conduct, listening to many teachings. May I train the mind in bodhicitta, pure conduct, and pure view without corrupting the teaching of pure wisdom of the second Buddha, Lama Tsongkhapa. In all my lives, through the victorious one, Lama Tsongkhapa, Acting in person as a Mahayana Guru, may I never turn aside for even an instant from the excellent path praised by the victorious ones. Whatever way you appear, glorious Guru, with whatever retinue lifespan in Pure Land, whatever noble and holy name you take, may I and others attain only these. May the glorious Guru's lives be long and stable. May all beings equaling this extent of space have happiness. May I and others without exception accumulate merit and purify negativities. And may we be blessed to quickly attain Buddhahood. May I not arise heresy even for a second in the actions of the glorious Guru. May I regard whatever actions are done as pure with this devotion, and I receive the blessings of the Guru in my heart. Due to the merits of the 3 times created by myself and others and by the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, may I and my family members, all the students and benefactors of the organization, and all sentient beings be able to meet with perfectly qualified Mahayana virtuous friends in all our future lives. For my side, may we always see them as enlightened. May you always perform only actions most pleasing to their holy minds. May you always fulfill their holy wishes immediately. In the land encircled by snow mountains, you are the source of all happiness and good. All-powerful Chenrei Zik Tenzin Gyatso, please remain until samsara ends. The one who masters speech at a very young age, the one with great patience, received the name Avatara. The one with great precision who spread the teaching of Lama Tsongkhapa Bliss and Void, Lama ornament with yellow hat tradition, please remain until samsara ends. You uphold the subduer's moral way, who serve as the bountiful bearer of all, sustaining, preserving, and spreading Manjana's victorious doctrine, who masterfully accomplished magnificent prayers honoring the 3 jewels, savor of myself and others, your disciples, please live long. And so the verse of praise for Green Tara, and this Tara mantra is dedicated to Geshe-la and Geshe Sangpo's long, healthy, happy lives, so they will be free of obstacles, and so that all their Dharma wishes will be fulfilled. Tare liberates from cyclic existence. Tutare liberates from the 8 fears. Ture liberates from all sickness. I prostrate to the liberator, Mother Tara. So let's say the mantra 7 times. Om Tare Tu Re Soha. 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 Thank you very much. Thank you. Lexo. See you next Wednesday. Thank you.
Thank you, Venerable Lamo. So let's wait a few seconds. I think we can go ahead. I don't know if we turn off the live stream now, if that'll end it for people. But I think, why don't you go ahead and can you see up in the corner? Let me see if I can do it. I don't think I can though. No, can you just go up in that corner where it says live on YouTube and go ahead and end it?